Hey everyone, it's Kim Angel Dream Crafts, and I have a few things to share with you today. And this will be my first DT project share for the month of May for Craft Supplies for You. And I've made a bunch of little things, so I want to share with you what they are. And I've been making them over the course of the last month or so. And so there are a lot of little small things. But here is my first one. This is a little mini wall hanging that I created, and it is of one of my favorite fairy images. And I just love her. She looks like just such a strong warrior fairy. I just love her. And I've used tons of laces and goodies from KS4U. And I used this very cool sword on the top for the little wall hanging to hang up, because she is holding a sword in, which you can't really see. Some of it got covered up, but she is holding a sword there on the side. So that's why I was inspired to use this little sword charm that I had in my stash for the piece at the top. So basically what I did was I took a piece of muslin and some felt, put that down first, then put my image on top. And I've covered the back with some vintage trim from my stash, this beautiful trim here. And then I've used little snippet pieces here. This is a trim from KS4U, but unfortunately I think Julie sold out of this one now. And then this one is another little snippet piece from KS4U right here, and she does have this one in stock. And then I've used this trim that goes around here is from KS4U. The little ruffly trim is from my stash, and then this is a piece of an applique from KS4U. And then this was a trim in KS4U, but I think she sold out of it. Crown charm and the little shield charm here are from my stash. So that's my first little piece here, and these are just a couple of little doodad flowers that I had in my stash as well. So that's the first one. And then I've made two with the really large kilt pins as wall hanging pieces to hang the little piece here. And what I did was I took some avocado dyed lace and I wrapped around the top of it just to cover the metal, just to soften the look a little bit. And again, I've used all snippets for this piece as well. Starting down at the bottom here, this beautiful KS4U dangle trim here, and then this one here as well. This is part of an applique. This piece here is a KS4U piece. The back, I've used another beautiful trim from Julie's store here, and again, it's on muslin, and I've sewed around, and I used some of the beautiful pearl dangle trim that Julie had in her store. I stamped on some muslin here. It says Paris. I've used this beautiful image here of a lady, and I did some more stamping here of the chandelier. And then this beautiful bling piece is from KS4U, as is this piece here of lace, and then this piece here. On the side, I've used a vintage velvet bow and some fibers and seam binding from my stash just to finish that off. And then I've used a little safety pin here that I covered with more lace and sewed some beads on. And I sewed some beads here. This piece here, this applique trim, is from KS4U, as is the flat back. And then this piece here is from a pearl trim from Julie's store. So that is that piece. And then here is the second one that I did, and this one is in avocado dyed trims, but I've used another of the very large kilt pins for the hanger, and I covered this one in some yarn that I had. I just liked the look of it. This piece here of trim is avocado dyed from Julie's store, and I did the same thing. I sewed the muslin and the image down, and then I started building on my laces and trims. You can see the dangle trim. I also avocado dyed that. And then underneath that is some of the beautiful Battenberg trim that Julie has in her store. And then this trim is from my stash. This one here, the taupe dangle trim, you can probably see it better on this side. This trim here is from KS4U, as is this one here. Again, I've just used all snippet pieces. I did some stamping here on muslin. It says these are a few of my favorite things. This pearl piece here was gifted to me from Jane Marge. Hey Jane Marge. Bling from my stash. Beautiful flower image. Some laces and seam binding here. Another little safety pin that I covered with lace and sewed a button on there, or a beautiful pearl. And then here another one. And I just put the script Wild Rose there, little piece of avocado dyed rosette trim. So that's that little wall hanging. And then this is a little sachet that I made. And I made my own potpourri with some dried roses and some essential oil. So that is on the inside of this. And I used muslin as my base. And I used the little rosette trim here from KS4U, and I just cut 4 little roses out. And this rose flower was from my friend Olivia. Hello, Olivia. This is an older trim I had in my stash for years. I don't even remember where I got it. And then on the front here, I've used the beautiful loopy flowers from KS4U, and they did not come this color. I actually took some of the white loopy flowers and I dyed them in some of my Dylon dye, and I got this beautiful burgundy color. And this corner here is from KS4U. This trim here was gifted to me from Jane Marge, and this box pleated trim is from KS4U. And then this little applique from my stash that I also dyed with the Dylon dye. And then I've made a stick pin here with a heart on it. So that's a little sachet. And then last but not least, I made a little wall hanging, which is a little bigger than the other ones, but still, it's not too big. I used a doily from KS4U, and I used this beautiful fringe trim here from Julie's store right here. I love this fringe trim. It's one of my favorites. And then this gathered trim here is also from KS4U. And I think you get like 3 yards, either 2 or 3 yards. You have to look in the store because some of her laces you get more than 1 yard. So definitely check that out when you're in the store. And I printed on silk here this beautiful lady from like the Renaissance period. I just loved her. I loved her hair. It had braiding and beads and things in it. So I sort of mimicked that going around here with some sari ribbon. And I braided it and added different beads to it. And then I made a little bow with the end pieces, and I added these large copper bead connectors. The little flower here is from KS4U. This trim here is from KS4U, this little gimp trim. It's one of my favorites, as is these beautiful dangle appliques, pearl dangle appliques. And you actually get 10 in a package of these, so it's a really good deal. I love these. I use them on everything. I dye them. I do all kinds of things with these. I absolutely love them. They're one of my favorite things from Julie's store. The gorgeous pearl crown and the little flower here is also from KS4U. And let's see, the rose trim was from my friend Olivia. And then this trim here is from KS4U, this beautiful flower trim. Dangle trim, also from KS4U, as is this lace here, and then of course the fringe. all from KS4U. So those are my little mini pieces that I have created, and I'm doing some swaps, and some of these are going to be making their way to a few people. So those are my little mini pieces that I made. I hope you like them, and the links for Craft Supplies for You for both stores are down below. And don't forget, there is a 40% off sale going on right now, and it's on until the 10th. That's the last sale Julie's having until the fall. So stock up now. 40% off, such a good deal. And watch out, because Julie is always adding new stuff. I know she did get a few new things in, so watch soon for those to be uploaded to the store. So if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know what you think of my little mini pieces here, and I will be back with another video soon. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.